5 Delta Oscar Alpha. This is my call sign is Alpha 87ND, Alpha Delta 7 November Delta. I believe a month ago or so I spoke to you. There was another gentleman on the call, and that time Steve was, that was when I remote in for the first time into his station, and I remember you were there as well. So how do you copy me? I copy you very well, by the way. You know, Steve is breaking up a little bit. I guess it's the RF issue that he's having with his computer, but you are coming very clear to me. This is 87 indeed. Back to you, Don, N9HE DOA.
Alrighty, Israel. Well, you're about S9 here, maybe a little bit better. I haven't looked at what the settings on the radio are yet, but I did tune the amplifier. Location here is about, I'd say 12 and a half, 13 miles south of Branson, Missouri, and on the Arkansas side of Bull Shoals Lake, here in northwest central, kind of in the middle of the state, Arkansas, and we're just a little ways from the lake. And radio here is Yaesu FT1000 Delta, and W2IHY 8-band equalizer, and a PR40 microphone, and an Alpha 374 amplifier that Steve has worked on for me and brought it back from the dead from a lightning strike. So without Steve and our friend Mark that has passed, this amplifier never would have made it back on the air. So I'm glad you're hearing it well. Over.
That's good to hear, Don, and I'm glad that Steve was able to bring your amplifier back to life. I copy you very, very well here, and it's amazing. You know, you are so far away. I'm getting, you know, S9 plus something here. No wonder. You mentioned all your equipment, but I didn't catch what kind of antenna do you have. What kind of antenna do you have? 87ND here, N9HE DOA.
N9HE DOA here, and the antenna is a G5RV. It's up about 68 feet in the flat top configuration, and the beam antenna they use on 20 meters and 15 and 10 is just a tri-band Mosley, and it's on top of the tower. This is down about 10 or 15 feet down the tower. So tower's up there quite a ways, but yeah, it seems to work very well, and propagation to Arizona is good tonight, so I don't believe we'll have very much trouble tonight. Over.
Yes. I don't come too often on 80 meters, you know, because I live in a HOA area up here, so I cannot even have an antenna out. So the only mode that I can do all the time is JT65. And now with this remote hams and the Steve's station, you know, I have an opportunity to talk to you and 80 meters and other bands, you know, with Steve's station, which is pretty big. And so I feel really rewarded. You know, it's a great tool, and it's always nice to find friends in other bands. So it's very delightful to me tonight, you know, to be able to talk to you, and I was talking to Alan earlier and Skip, so that's great, and I feel really happy. All right, Don, back to you. This is 87ND.
Okay, Israel. Well, I do a lot of emergency nets and stuff like that, and I use the remote radios as a tool to check propagation and also to make sure that the net controls that are on the frequency and are operating on our emergency frequency. I use the remote receivers all over the country just to see how effective they are. And you know, during the latest hurricane out east, I used several of the remotes on the remote remotehams.com. I used several of those radios just to check propagation and to aid the hearing, so I could listen in different areas that I'm not normally able to hear in. So far, I've found it to be a great tool for emergency net operation, and it has worked real well for my station in under those conditions. So anyway, we'll let Steve get back in here, and this is November 5 Delta Oscar Alpha in Harrison, Arkansas.